They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Double time. Double time. 4 down. 4 down. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 37. Check 37.
Throwing on first down. Costello. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards the result on the... First play from scrimmage, second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First carry for Darius Geis. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Costello. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Sawyer. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 19-yard line. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On 1st down, Sawyer. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Set. 60 or.
From the gun, Costello. He's got Burton here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Costello. Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1.
On the ready. 53 line. Check. Go. Hey, check. Let's go. Hey, we got
Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Mike, 53.
Murray now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
1st down, Minnesota.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator. Look, squeeze. Get ready.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's our time. No. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Get it.
They'll try the left side. Watt, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hey, stand up.
Watch the twist. Out.
On 2nd down now, Watt And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Watch the Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw. Costello. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Throwing now is Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. They'll run on first down. Sawyer. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Murray from midfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Go. 53, Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. 53 is the Mike. 50. Hey, watch the screen.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Marcus, defense, Marcus. 59 Mike. Check, 59. And let's take off.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. No gain on this defense.
Now Murray again. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's going to be a long day.
Hey, exit.
Mike 52.
To throw again. Costello. He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello. Finding Green complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Rock it.
Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Costello.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Set 70, Indy.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, Costello. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. On first down, Green. little second effort there on this strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 36 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd and 2, Murray flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, Murray. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And
touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Guys for the carry on second down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, Costello. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Price. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check safety, check safety.
Yes. Ready?
Back to the ground game now with Geis. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Matchbox lights. 5.
Check 45 to Mike.
Get it.
Back to throw. Costello. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. This is Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
60 Pittsburgh.
I got him. Tighten up. Check 13. Watch out. You go tight.
Hard.
They'll run on 1st down. Watt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 1-yard line.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Cardinals' 1-yard line.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. On the ground, Geis, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
It's fourth and goal at the 2-yard line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. On fourth down, Costello. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Gary Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say at the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ready? 18 Gator. Look at me. Door.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Leo. Let's get it.
On first down. Green pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
I'm letting you know right now.
Go.
All right, T, let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Ready?
Mike, 45. I'll get him.
Go out. Big grip.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try the left side. Sawyer.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Sawyer. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's see what you got.
They'll try the left side. Sawyer. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
45, Mike, 45. You.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Arizona, They keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,